everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about scanning the road on the driving test. In this simple driving lesson, I will be going over the basics of scanning the road specifically for the driving test. And if you know how to scan the road properly, you're going to have a better chance at actually passing that driving test and getting your license. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I like to call this method the 4 A's. Okay, so remember that, the 4 A's. And let's get right into it. Basically, this goes for looking in front, scanning in front and behind, because you're not just gonna, and I'm sorry about the lighting, I'm trying to stay in the sunlight here. You're not just gonna be scanning the road in front of your car, you're gonna be scanning the road behind your car as well. And I would recommend using these 4 A's, the 4 A method, to just get the hang of it, okay? And when you practice, you're gonna wanna use this and on the driving test, and for your regular driving routine, even once you get your license. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first one is obvious. So, like I said, they all kind of start with A. First one is obvious. Basically, you want to make your scanning obvious. Now, if you're simply sitting there and you're driving on the test and you just move your eyes like that, you can't even tell I'm looking at the mirrors because I'm just moving my eyes. You can't even tell I'm looking side to side because I'm just moving my eyes. So you got to make it obvious. Basically, if you wear a hat, that's a good thing. Even if you put your hat backwards, they'll know that you're turning your head, okay? Or you gotta exaggerate your head movements just a little bit. So instead of just looking side to side with your eyes, you wanna maybe go like that, right? Then when you're checking your mirrors like that, when you're checking your gauge cluster like that, you know, when you're checking your blind spot like that, you know, to the left, like that, you really want to exaggerate your movements or wear a hat or both and make it obvious. Now, once again, you're not going to like, woo, like this. You're not exaggerating to that degree over there. Just a little bit of exaggeration to know that the examiner sees what you're doing. The second factor is often. I'm sorry for over-exaggerating the sounds, but really I want to get it stuck in your brain like that. I want to get it stuck in your mind. So, often. You want to scan the road often, basically. You want to do it frequently. Now, every place is going to have a different standard for like how often you should be looking at your mirrors and looking side to side up on the road ahead. But basically, you want to look at what is your local standard. You want to look at what the local standard is. What is commonly accepted where you live. If you are in doubt, one little rule that I always use is a very simple rule. It's like a 15-second rule where basically like you're looking ahead, then you're going to look at your left mirror. 15 seconds later, you're going to look at your rear view mirror. Look ahead. 15 seconds later, you're going to look at your right mirror. 15 seconds later, look at your gauge cluster, and then do the same thing. Some people use it as like a 20-second rule. Some people every 30 to 45 seconds will just check everything, which is fine, but like it's up to you. But you want to make sure that you are checking your road and your mirrors often. So make sure you're looking up ahead often, and at your mirrors often. And also the gauge cluster, simply because your gauge cluster will determine what's happening on the road. You know, things will be different if you're driving 80 kilometers an hour compared to 20 kilometers an hour. So it's very simple. Look often, scan often, okay? The third factor, I'm just laughing because of how I'm gonna completely over enunciate this. The third factor for scanning the road on the driving test is to look all over, okay? That's the next awe. Okay, so you want to look all over. Don't just look at your mirrors. Don't just look at the road ahead. Don't just look at your gauge cluster. Don't just look at your blind spots. You need all of those. You know, when you're reversing the car and you're scanning the road, when you're reversing the car, you can't just use your mirrors, and you can't just look behind your car, and you can't just look out the side windows. You got to use all of it together. So you want to do all over your scanning. You want to scan all over. Very simple. Basically, you want to look at all your mirrors. You want to look at the entire area, all of the windshield. And then obviously when you are turning and stuff, you're going to check your blind spots. When you're reversing, in addition, you're going to check out your rear window. So you want to use all of those together in order to be the safest possible driver that you can hopefully be. And hopefully you can pass the test. Now, I can't even say this one with a straight face. The last one, the fourth okay? The fourth factor is you want to look up ahead, okay? up ahead. Now, in reality, it's up ahead, but I like to say it as up ahead because basically it goes with the other ones, okay? It wouldn't make sense if I said 3 ahs and then it doesn't make sense. So I say 4 ahs and you look up ahead. Very simple. You want to look as far up ahead as possible, basically. You know, if you look 20 feet in front of your car, then you're only going to know when an obstruction or a hazard appears when they're 20 feet in front of your car. Let's say a car is driving 40 feet in front of your car. Like your following distance is roughly 40 feet. And you're only looking 20 feet in front of your car. Well, guess what? When they slam their brakes, you're only going to know what's happening when they are 20 feet in front of your car. And then they've already slammed their brakes for 20 feet. You're going to have to really slam your brakes to not rear end them. Because 20 feet seems like a big distance, but when you're driving, you go 20 feet in the matter of like a split second, right? Depending on the speed. So you got to look up ahead. Like basically, I look as far up ahead as you can possibly see. Because then everything sooner, everything closer than your focal point, sorry about that, I got a little, I have to scratch my nose. Everything closer than your focal point is going to be in your peripheral vision. So look far up ahead, and everything closer you're going to see anyways. And that's it. That is a simple driving lesson for scanning the road on the driving test. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Smash that like button. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.